Let's start with the nerve-wracking news from the weekend in the Alphonso Davies injury. Fans of the national team held their breath as Davies pulled up with a hamstring injury and had to be helped off the pitch in a league match with Bayern Munich. The next day, the team updated Fonzie's status, and it's somewhat good news. They said Davies will miss the club's next 2 matches, but the hamstring strain should not impact his availability for Canada at the World Cup. I mean, good to hear, but let's be honest, the next 2 weeks we'll be biting our nails praying there is no setback. And this isn't exactly the end to the week that Fonzie wanted after celebrating his 22nd birthday. Happy belated, by the way. In action on the final match day of Champions League group stage was Stefan Eustachio's FC Porto, who were taking on Atletico Madrid. He scored his 2nd Champions League goal in back-to-back weeks. His 24th minute game winner led Porto to a 2-1 win over the Spanish side, as Porto finished first in their group thanks to contributions from their Canadian midfielder. And he's getting attention in unlikely places, garnering this reaction from former Man City legend and CBS Sports commentator Micah Richards.
Of course, who was it? It was that man, Eustachio, and it was absolutely fantastical. What will he be eating now? Carpaccio, Thierry.
It was a big week for Canadian midfielder Jessie Fleming, who announced she's re-signing with Chelsea for another 2 seasons. She'll be with the club until the summer of 2025. On to some more Canadian women's national team updates. Centre back Vanessa Gilles started and played the full 90 minutes for Lyon as they drew Guingamp. It's good to see her back healthy and earning starts after being loaned from Angel City FC to Lyon in the fall. Benfica's Chloe Lacasse scored again this past week in the Lisbon derby as Benfica defeated Sporting by a score of 2-1 and are now 6-0 on the season, tied for first in the Portuguese top division. Over in Sweden, Canadian Women's Player of the Month Evelyn Vienne scored 2 goals in a 4-1 Kristianstad win over Umeå. She now has 21 goals in 26 matches in the Swedish top flight. Next up, Vancouver BC's Julia Grosso played 65 minutes in the Italian Super Cup final in a losing effort as Juventus lost to Roma in penalty kicks 4-3. And fresh off winning her 3rd NWSL title, Christine St. Clair sent Providence Park into a frenzy, announcing she'd be back for another season, and she did it in style.
And Seattle.
Parade sound bites are the best sound bites. Now, how about that MLS Cup final? It's already being called the best final in the league's history. Goals, red card, extra time, a tying goal by Gareth Bale in the 128th minute, and a backup keeper getting the job done in penalties. Canadian keeper Maxime Crépeau got the start in this one as his LAFC took on the Philadelphia Union, and he made a game-saving challenge on an underhit back pass that was a surefire scoring chance for the Union late in extra time. He comes up big to keep the game tied 2-2, but he immediately calls for help. Crépeau suffered a fractured leg that left viewers in shock. He had to be carted off the field and received a red card for the game-saving challenge. But despite being a man down, LAFC defeated the Union in penalty kicks. And post-match, teammates of Crépeau were seen FaceTiming him while he was being treated in hospital, and he even took to Instagram from his hospital bed to celebrate the moment. During the offseason, Crépeau gambled and asked for a trade from the Vancouver Whitecaps, and it paid off. He and LAFC captured the Supporters' Shield as the top team in the league at the end of the regular season, and then won the franchise's first MLS Cup. But the win does come at a price for Crépeau, who will now miss the World Cup. He played a huge role in helping Canada qualify. We wish him a speedy recovery.